The first question is how to use VBA subroutine to calculate PMT, and we should have input box to provide low amount rate of return and number of repeat. Finally, the result will show in a message box. Further, we need to open the Excel and open the Visual Basic. And we need to use the dialog box for information retrieval and behind the scenes computing. If you are going to get a PMT, we need 3 parameters first, and this is the parameters. And we can use this formula to get the dialog box, and through this code in Excel we can get the successive dialog box to help us with our calculation. Like this, we can input the 10,000 and enter the number of payments 10 and enter the interest rate 0.05, and finally we can get our PMT is 1,295. The second question is select a case structure to inform the interest rate and give our entire investment, and it just obtains the corresponding interest rate by inputting amount of investment. First of all, we also need to open the Visual Basic, and we need 2 parameters is entire investment and interest rate, and need to enter the scope of the investment amount and the interest rate you will get, like if invest amount less than or equal to 10,000 interest rate is 0, and if the investment amount less than or equal to 20,000, the interest rate equal 0.125, and if it's more than 20,000, the interest rate will equal 0.175, and we can use this formula. If we put the 10,000, that will show the interest rate is 0, and if we use 20,000, it will 12.5%, and if we input the 25,000, it will show the 17.5%. So just put the number and get the result. The third question is use VBA subroutine to calculate factorial value of given number. So we also need to open the Visual Basic, and we need to use 3 parameters: its input number, fact, and I. So we input codes in model like this. Fact, if fact equal 1, if input number equal 0, then fact equal 1, and else if I equal 1 to input number, the fact equal factor multiple I. So I can show you how to use this model. If if I put the 20 into the box, it will show the result by message box. That's all of the how to get the question one answers.
The question 2 need us to write a function about the future value bank PV. So we come to the 2A. First of all, we need to function the bank FV within CF as double, R as double, and N as integer. And in this question, we need to use select case because in the different case, for example, smaller and equal to 100, the interest rate is R. Smaller and equal to 500, the interest rate will become R minus 0.5%. So we use the select case CF to represent a different case, and select R. And the algorithm of bank PV is equal to CF multiple 1 minus R and end the function. So we come to do some example. Because it is a new function, so we need to use the same fx like equal bank PV, and we use 300 as the CF, and the rate we use 0.05, and the number of the period use 3, and we can get the consequence 352 as the consequence. The second question is the same as the front question. We need to write another function to calculate the car plate amount and compare to the Excel. It's the same as the last question, so we need to function the car plate amount within total sales as double, total units as long, and the current payment as double. Because this question, the argument of the reward depends on two separately. So we need to use if and then to calculate these arguments. There are three different situations. So we need to write like if total sales is bigger than the 500 and the total units is bigger than the 10,000, then the car made amount is the argument like this. And in these are two different situations. And we need to end F and to complete the mode and end the function. Let's do some example in the Excel. We need to equal car pay amount, and we use 5,500 as the total sales, and 11,000 as the total unit. 3. So we will get the car payment amount and 114.5. This is the question 2.
Here's question 3. First question, we need to write a subroutine to display a message. So we use Visual Basic and the message box. We have to know all these 3 elements in message box, and the title, the information, and the buttons to click as this picture. And we open the Excel and the Visual Basic. First we start the question 3 and message box. And then the information is line. This is line A and this is line B. The VBCRLF means Visual Basics carriage return, and the line feedback of line feed character. So as it shows, we need two VBCILF. Visual Basics CLF represents carriage return character combined with line feed character for print and display function. Then we write all these three buttons about retry and ignore, then title and end sub, and we run this sub as message box. Then we click any one of it. And question 2, we need write a sub routine to calculate present value. So we open the Excel. So PV calculate, we need use input box and the message box to show answer of the present value. Also, we need identify all these four elements and four numbers and the numerical behaviors just as they behave in the formula. So we deem cash flow, interest rate, and present value as double, and the parent number as a integer. Deem as double means the double data type provides the largest and the smallest possible magnitudes for a number. The default value is 0. Then we write all these three number use input box, and last we write the present value and the formula, then sub and run it. Present value. We can enter any number. 5, and then it will show like this. 3, 2, 1. In question 3, we need to write a program compares the value in cells column 1 and row 1 and cells column 1, row 2 to display the appropriate comments in a message box. So we open the Excel in the Visual Basic. Then first we deem all these two values as doubles, and then we need to locate the two values in the Excel by column and row. Then we think about three possibilities of this value compares. So we less than value A less than value B, and value A equal to value B, and value A greater than value B. So then and sub. Now we run it. We compare value, and because of we haven't write down any numbers in these two, so the first number is equal to the second number. That's all. How?